What's up guys, it's Alex from Paperform, and today I'm going to be running through one of our recently released wide flow form templates. The template we're looking at today is for yoga sessions and actually gaining subscribers and members for weekly online held classes. Because of that current situation, everyone is being forced into an ever fast changing online and digital world. So what we thought we'd do is we create some forms to help this transition and make it a bit more stress free. Let's dive in to the form and take a deeper look. So we can see we've included a heading and a cover image. If you want to remove any of your images, you can simply do so by clicking this icon here. And if you want to replace the image with one of your own, simply click that icon there. If you want to change or edit any of the text throughout the body, simply click and do so as if it were a Word doc. Up here, if you want to get a bit more personal with your form, you can go into the theme settings. You have the ability to change colors, typography, your background image, how your questions viewed, how your buttons are viewed, and any translations. So if we hop back into the editor and scroll through, we're going to take a bit more of a look. Now looking at the form, if you want to change any of the text throughout the form, treat it like a Word doc, click on the correlating area and simply do so. We've included a cover image here to give it a personal, professional look. If you want to remove that, simply click the X icon, whereas if you want to replace it, you can easily do so by clicking that picture icon there. If you want to get a bit more personal with the look and feel of your form, head to your theme settings in the top right corner. That's that colored teardrop icon there. And from here we can edit the colors, the font, the text, as well as the background image, how the questions and buttons of your form actually appear, and also our translations. Scrolling through the form, we'll have a look at our questions here. Pretty simple. We've got here some easy details that we'll take of the customers. How did you hear about the sessions? If you want to edit any of these questions, just simply click on the correlating text. You can highlight and remove simply. Control Z will always undo any changes. You can also change whether bold or italics and include a hyperlink. To change the type of a question, simply click this drop down menu and choose what you need. If you want to move around any of these questions, you can do so by pulling and dragging. To enter the configuration settings, that is the settings of a question, simply click on the cog icon and that will bring that up. If you want to duplicate a question, click here, and if you want to remove, simply click the X again. Now as we scroll through this, we see a variety of questions, yes and no's, and this one here is the interesting one that we're about to talk about. This is the subscriptions type question. So what this allows is submitters to go onto your form and sign up for a subscription. It'll take them to a payment gateway, whether it be Stripe or Braintree. They are the methods we have available. And it will prompt them to put in their credit card details. It will then capture a one-time payment then. And then depending on your subscription plan, whether it be weekly, monthly, etc., it'll then reoccurringly capture that payment from their account, from their details. So let's say it's a monthly subscription plan. Every month, it'll automatically take that payment from their account. But we need to learn how to do this. I'm going to use the method of Stripe, because that is what I always go with. You can also do this with Braintree. We do have an article written on how this is feasible. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our Stripe dashboard and have a look at how we actually create that subscription plan. All right, now we've jumped into our Stripe account. We're going to take a look at how we actually create that subscription plan. If you don't have a Stripe account, simply create one. It's super easy, and then jump on the dashboard and join me. Now for this example, I'm going to use my test account as I want to submit a test submission on my form. That is to ensure that the form flows and works well. It is the same process whether test or live. The only difference is if you want to get into your test mode, simply toggle the view test data down below and that will take us to test mode. It's imperative that you know any subscription plans made in the test mode will not be accessible in your live Stripe account and vice versa. So let's jump in and see how we do this. So from our home, we're going to jump through to billing. And then from billing, we're going to go to products. In products, we can see I've got none, so I'm going to hit add a test product. The product name, well, I'm going to call this Yoga Sessions. I'm going to scroll through here. You can edit any of this. I'm just getting through it as quickly as possible. I'm going to go create product, and that is going to create the product. It's asking for a nickname. Let's go with weekly yoga subscription. Down here, I'm going to change my currency to USD, and I'm going to leave that at the recurring quantity. I'm also going to make this down here a value of 15 USD per unit. I'm going to change that billing interval to a weekly interval. Awesome. So now, every time a subscriber joins, they're going to be charged weekly, and they're going to be charged that $15 US amount. All we need to do now is add pricing plan, and voila, that's been created. Now we need to jump back onto our editor dashboard and see how we actually connect that subscription plan. All right, so now that we've created that subscription plan, we actually need to learn how to connect it into our form. So first, what we need to do is we need to head up to our configure and to our payments. And what we're going to do here is we're actually going to connect our Stripe account to our form. If you don't know how to do so, simply click on this manage all payment accounts and follow the prompts. Once you've connected your account, you click this drop down and it'll bring up the option for no account, Stripe Live, and Stripe Test. And what I was referring to earlier, remember I created my subscription plan in test mode. So I'm going to hit Stripe Test. Then I'm going to jump back onto design. I'm going to scroll down to that subscription question. I'm going to hit configure. As we scroll down here, boom, there we see. That's that yoga sessions plan I just created. To make it connect to the form, all we need to do is hit select, and now that is included. So now with that saved, every time someone submits the form and goes through, submits the payment gateway, does that payment, gives their details, they are going to receive that reoccurring bill of 15 USD weekly. Awesome. Now, what else can we do to make this a bit more personal? What about a custom automatic response email? But how do we do that? Well, we're going to scroll up here to after submissions. From there, we're going to go on to emails, configure emails, and you can see that I've already created one. If you want to create one from scratch, simply hit the add email. If you want to delete that, click the delete there. And to edit, click the icon here. What we've included is a bit of a broad detail of the form submission. So up here, we've piped in the answer for email. And what this does is it captures the response of the submitter, the response that they've given to that question for email address. It automatically captures it, and then it sends this custom email straight to that email address provided. How stress-free is that? If you want to pipe any more answers into this custom email, you simply can by clicking any of these icons on the side or the answer icon in the body of text below. I've included just a simple subject and a from name. I've also included a receipt in the email so they receive that. Here, hi there, I've piped in the answer for first name, which you do by clicking there. And I've also included that our sessions are held every Monday at 7 p.m. Now, what I did was I created a Google Hangouts link to provide in this email. As you can see, every Monday at 7 p.m, I'll be meeting my students at that particular link. It is possible that you want them to meet you at a Zoom or another platform link. It's entirely up to you. Just simply edit this email. I've also included a Facebook community for them to join and have chats with. How awesome is that? So to update that email or create the new email, you just need to scroll down and click either update or add email. And that's as easy as that. Now, something else that you might want to use is a CRM tool. That is a customer relationship management tool. And how do we add one of those? Well, through integrations and webhooks. Still in after submissions, we're going to click integrations and webhooks. And a tool that I could recommend to most users is HubSpot. That's this guy down here, the HubSpot CRM. So what is this going to do, you may ask? Well, you can trigger it to capture the responses of a customer's submission. That is details, whether it be phone number, email address, name, it is entirely up to you. It's then going to transfer that into your HubSpot dashboard where you can easily manage all of your customer details, send out individual or group emails, and start running advertisements and marketing. It is a great tool and stress-free for a place to hold all of your customers' details. So what we're going to do is we're going to click create or update a contact. Obviously you can see I'm already connected to this form. If you want to connect your account, simply add account. It'll then prompt you to either sign up to HubSpot or log in. Once you've done so, you'll see your account come there. And now it's just simply piping in the answers from responses. Here we're going to click email and I'm going to hit first name. Easy peasy. Awesome. Now as you scroll through, you may want to add more information of your customer, but I'm just going to get through this nice and breezy. Down the bottom, you can send a test, and I do recommend doing so. That ensures that the connection between your form and your HubSpot does exist. I know mine does, so I'm going to hit finish setup and okay. Perfect. That's that done. Now, the form's all set up. So how does it look in the live view? We're just going to quickly jump over to the live view so you can have a look at how it will appear to your form submitters. Alright guys, we're now on the live view of the form. So we're going to run through, put in our details, and we're going to make a submission. We're going to scroll down to the questions, and I'm just going to input my details. Please bear with me. And there's that subscription. With that selected, I'm going to hit continue and it's taken me to that payment gateway. Remember, this is the test mode. So once you actually run a test and want to go to live, you can either create a new subscription plan in your live mode, or you can simply transfer that test over to the live mode. So when running a test, just simply input a reoccurring 42 for credit card details, and that will allow it to work. Boom, let's do this. As it submits, here we go. I'm signing up for my yoga sessions. Boom, awesome. Now you see this success page? We can also edit this in after submissions and success pages. Right now it's appearing. Thank you for joining Zen Yoga Online. We've received your subscription. An email will be sent with details on the session as well as receipt for your payment. That's all done. So from me, good luck guys and happy form making.